Oh yeah, I gotta turn that off before they hit me with that copyright. I'm jamming. I can't play that. YouTube be trying to get my ass. So what's the motherfucking deal? Hopefully, let me pull it up because I know sometimes it take a second for the chat to come up on my end. But what's the motherfucking deal, Sauce Nation? I hope y'all, activated and situated. Hope y'all done had a pretty good day so far. Like I say, just hope it's been good. Hope it's been good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know folks going back to school, back to work, doing some different things, reaching some different levels in life, doing different stuff, trying to get smarter, all that good shit, trying to make more money, all those good things. What's the motherfucking deal, Eric? What's up, Tito? What's up, Kenneth? What's up, Danny? What's the motherfucking deal? There y'all go with that BBW talk. What's the motherfucking deal, Julie? What's the motherfucking deal, Sherry Dog? Wise? What's more and dying? Austin, what's the motherfucking deal? Jonathan? Bat car? I wish I had me a bat car. That sounds like it would be pretty dope to be a proud owner of a bat car. Man, I don't know what I'm doing. Let me fix these damn settings and shit. Boy, I got that algebra homework, man. There go that boy Parrish. What's the motherfucking deal? Man, I still have not watched any of his videos. I have, okay, here we go. Now it's finally pulling up. All right. I have not watched any of Eat the Pussy videos yet, but like I said, I see some shit. I think he was doing a 40 or something like that. I'm gonna have to get ready. Oh, word, we got a hurricane coming? Man, look, trust me, look, I don't ever watch it. I get my news off of YouTube, honestly, because, I try to stay away from that bias shit, the CNN and the Fox News. Even some of the local shit be biased. A lot of these local affiliates are owned by big companies. It's a surprising thing. So you think you're really getting local news, but a lot of this shit is rehashed bullshit. So I ain't been keeping up with nothing local. I didn't even know it was a hurricane on the way, so I definitely got to pay attention to that. Man, and I just caught on the Kyrie trade. That's very interesting. What's the motherfucking deal, Sam? And everybody who hit me, definitely let me go ahead and take note too, because I got a couple of y'all down. But everybody interested in the fantasy football. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's some bullshit, man. Giving you homework in the first week. Tell her, look, Honcho said that ain't the motherfucking deal. You know what I'm saying? Tell your teacher, tell your teacher, Honcho said that ain't the motherfucking deal. If she say she don't know who Ed Honcho is, give her some game, give her some sauce. If she need to call into the sauce line, tell her, look, hey, nice that we having live sauce. We can't be having and we can't have that. To the Celtics, I believe. I think it was a trade for the Celtics, Isaiah Thomas for Kyrie Irving. Straight up, I believe. I got to double check. But if that's the case, Kyrie Irving just got put in a stupid situation because LeBron finna railroad his ass on the way to going to another finals, and he gonna do him real, real bad because the Celtics gonna be in the way, and that's gonna be it. So if it is like what I heard, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I thought it was Isaiah Thomas straight up for Kyrie now. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, shit, Kyrie's a dumbass. Washington should be a start over Saturday. No, man. Like that's what I say. You got a lot of people. Who are on that bandwagon, friends, but then you got a lot of hardcore fans who just want to see something different at quarterback. They got Isaiah Thomas and Jay Crowder. Man, that's a lot for Kyrie. Kyrie ain't that damn good. Kyrie ain't that damn. Kyrie's good, but what were the Cavs doing, you know what I'm saying, before LeBron got back? You know what I mean? They were still fucking a lottery team. Dudes is garbage. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yes, always. The East is still boo-boo, dog. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Isaiah Thomas came up with a win because you had all them people talking crazy, talking about the Celtics are better without Isaiah Thomas. Y'all finna see a significant decline. You know what I'm saying? What's the motherfucking deal, H-Town? Yeah, Cavs won easily, dog. Oh, man, what's the motherfucking deal, Joe? Yeah, that's why I've been starting to put that stuff in the beginning of the videos because I know a lot of people were telling me even though they got the notifications that they still weren't getting them. So I know that, I was fooling when I saw that you got to click that little extra thing, see all notifications, which is kind of stupid to me. If you want to see notifications, then obviously I want to be notified when a channel is doing something. But then YouTube just picks and chooses which notifications I get, and I would think that the fucking at least you would tell when somebody's going live. That would be like the most interesting notification to get. So I don't understand why it's doing that. But like I said, I started putting that in the video, so hopefully that works. Yeah, the Melo and Rockets thing is going to be weird too, because the Knicks and the Rockets, they have like a preseason game against each other. What's the motherfucking deal, Mr. Chill? Hey, that rhyme. That's some dope shit right there. What's the motherfucking deal, Mr. Chill? Oh shit. So yeah, that's what I say, man. Yeah, I'm definitely not with the Josh Smith thing too. You abandon ship, and now you see that, some shit really shaking, and now you trying to climb back on. Nah, fuck that. Put a hole in his life preserver or whatever. You got to sync with that decision. We don't want him back, even though he came, and that's what I didn't understand about Josh Smith, because I think who did he come from? Was it Atlanta, or was it who was still paying him when he came to the Rockets? I forgot. Then we got my boy Duck Scout, man. That's the motherfucking deal. Always happy to see you in there. You already know I fuck with Duck Scout. Man, yeah. So the thing with the Knicks is, like I said, it's gonna be real weird when Carmelo. If we end up playing in the preseason and Carmelo all buddy with all the Rockets folks, and man, that's funny that you mentioned that. HTOWN, I'm gonna say something about that. So, man, my thing is this, man. Like, why not just get what you can get? I can understand not want to take on that contract from Rhino, but you're not finna get shit out of Carmelo. You know what I mean? He's not a part of your plan for the future. He's not a part of none of that shit. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, everybody started school at different times. I seen a couple people started last week. I see some folks that started back yesterday. So we got somebody, Josh, we starting tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Good luck with all that, man. Hopefully y'all have good years or be successful, and like I say, get good grades and all that shit. If your teachers give you any trouble, tell them, look, Honcho, say I ain't with that shit. Don't make me have to come give them some live sauce. Tell them tune into the stream so I can talk about their ass. Yeah, and then that shit killed me too. Yeah, the John Jones shit, fell into drugs. Man, and let me tell you how proud I was of John Jones. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, that would have been a hell of a story minus the steroids thing. Y'all know, like I say, I don't really care about steroids because, like I say, in football, to me, it doesn't give you an advantage. But when you're talking about a combat sport, when you're talking about man-on-man pause, when you're talking about, making, like I said, physical combat, that it does have an effect. Your ability to take punches, how you receive pain, sometimes that shit might numb you depending on what it is that you own. And so, yeah, we still ain't, like I said, we ain't got nothing out of Melo yet. But like I said, it's going to be all good. It's going to end up the way it must be. Like I say, to me, bad decision for Kyrie. Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I had to pause that shit. I think it's a bad decision for Kyrie, man. Well, not a bad decision, but as far as wanting to get traded, you could get out next year. They were still going to honor that. If you would have said, look, next year I don't want to be here, Cleveland's going to be happy to get whatever assets they could have got for you, because Kyrie ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie he's not a guy that's going to really change the entire dynamic of a team. So, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man, I'm going to be honest with you. It's Mayweather. Mayweather going to win that. Now, I always like to root for underdogs, see an underdog story. But my thing with McGregor is just that, it's just some of the places he took it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care for it too much. And my whole thing too is just like, to me, he stole the blueprint. Mayweather blueprint. Win a bunch of fights, talk a bunch of money, and go from there. But the only thing about it is, you got to be undefeated for it to make sense. Because they had Rousey doing the same thing. And the thing with the UFC, and like I'm saying, don't get it twisted. Fucking McGregor's a beast. McGregor's a beast. I'm not saying he's garbage, but the thing you got to look at the UFC as compared to boxing, as compared to other things, UFC is the promoter and the sanctioning body, so they're going to look out for their best interest. It's some guys who could give McGregor some competition in the UFC, but those guys aren't going to generate the hype. They're not going to generate the money. They're not going to generate the pay-per-views that McGregor is bringing them. And so you got to do it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Connor's a little bitty guy. And my thing is, like I say, that jiu-jitsu, it definitely mitigates size and things like that. But Connor's not. He doesn't really got a ground game. Not like that. He's a stand-up guy. And that's the thing that kills me, it's super funny. Mayweather beat picture. But the thing that's super funny to me is because, you know, everybody talks about he's the king of MMA, but his game is mainly stand-up. You know what I'm saying? He's stand-up in MMA. He's basically, you know, it's about his hands. He's a striker. You know, his boxing game. You know, he's got little kicks and everything, too. What's the motherfucking deal, Louis? Man, what's up to everybody? If I ain't shouted y'all out, man, hey, I'm telling you this. Mark my words. Mayweather retiring now because it's a crop of young dudes out there that's got some action. Errol Spence is the truth. And I'm telling you because I watched because he sparred with Errol Spence. Mayweather brought Errol Spence. I want to say, I can't remember which camp that was, but he brought Errol Spence in. He sparred with Errol Spence and had nothing but great things to say. And you know they signed those non-disclosure agreements. Those things like that. I'm telling you, I think Spence might have got with. I honestly think Earl Spence might have got with Mayweather a little bit and made him feel it. I truly believe it. You know what I'm saying? Even though Spence has showed nothing but the utmost respect for Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? And definitely the way Mayweather was talking about that boy after that sparring match, I think Earl Spence made him feel a little something. But yeah, absolutely. Mayweather been when he been collecting them checks, now if he sees the money, that's really what it's all about, and he's not going to take those risks. And so I think, you know, he has to definitely see something. And like I say, either way, and for Conor, it's a smart move because you can't lose. You can't lose. I mean, even if you lose, you don't lose. You're going to make more money. Nah, I didn't know about a promoter in Canada got killed saying the fight was a hoax. Nah, I didn't know that. Exactly. Crawford. Y'all saw what Crawford just did. Keith Thurman. I say Spence is a beast. And that's what I was trying to tell folks with that Spence and Brooke, that chocolate brownie, that chocolate brownie shit got his ass dropped. Yeah, and I definitely, now I'm not surprised at all. And that's what I'm really thinking, honestly. I'm really thinking about that. I was watching something earlier, and somebody was talking about when he fought Nate, and when he got tapped out. They said, you know, that to them that Conor was, you know, he was taking that ass whooping, and that's not his game, trying to go to the ground. And like I said, I didn't recall. I didn't recall exactly how. And I remember, you know, him tapping out, but to them they said they felt like he gave up, you know. And so I was thinking about that and a couple other things, but. I see if McGregor, you know, within those first 2 rounds, if it's not going, you know, as he anticipated, like I say, he's going to give it his all. I can see him doing some off the wall shit. I can see some off the wall shit. Man, really? You rolling with GGG over Canelo? I think I'm going to go with Canelo on that. Man, that shit was funny. That but here's my whole thing too. And like I say, I'm not like don't get it twisted. I'm not taking it up for Mayweather. You know what I mean? But like I say, I speak on this a lot. I like to see proof because it's similar with the Ezekiel Elliott thing. It's similar with a lot of guys. And it was I want to say it was Jose that called in and mentioned it last time. He was talking about one of those moderators on one of those talk shows, basically saying any guy that gets accused of domestic violence should be suspended. Like I say, and so I need to see evidence. Like I say, because I've seen it. I know scandalous bras. I could tell y'all some stories. I'm just not. But women are much more scandalous than society wants to give them credit for, and they can be. I'm not saying all. You know, it's really just the type of character you are. But at the same time, when we're talking about money, when we're talking about athletes, when we're talking about things like that, I like to see proof. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not gonna just actually say, he ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I like to see proof. So it carries a cloud over him. You really think so, man? I didn't like Triple G against what was that dude's name? Was it Davis? See, I didn't see the picture. So like I say, if I'm gonna go back and look and try to see it, check out the picture. Now, if I see them pictures, I'm gonna have to talk down on Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? I can't fuck with that. But my thing is, like I say, I don't know, man. That dude wasn't named Ricky Davis. Who was the dude that GGG just fought? Triple G just fought not that long ago. What might have been his last? Was it his last fight or fight before last? Danny Jacobs. That's who it was. I thought Danny Jacobs won that fight. You know what I'm saying? I thought Jacobs won that fight. Now he got dropped, but I think after he got dropped, to me, he put on a better show. And I think he kind of exposed Triple G a little bit, and that's, you know, and I don't know if Triple G's heart might not have been in the fight. Now it could be a different thing because he's been waiting on this Canelo fight for quite a while. So you know what I'm saying? It could be interesting. Yeah, and here's my thing. That's funny that you talk about Eve. You know, like I said, I don't know people's beliefs. I don't know your religious beliefs. I don't know, you know, whatever it may be. I know we live in a world with a lot of people with a lot of different things. But like I say, we take the story of Adam and Eve, and this is the logic that I've always based stuff off of. You know, Adam and Eve, it was supposed to be the perfect man and perfect woman, right? So Eve was the perfect woman, and she got game. So the thing is, any woman can get gamed. But here's the catch, okay? Here's the catch. That means the perfect man is a sucker for pussy. Because basically he gave up, you know, perfection and all that. Because this broad told him, hey, man, let's eat this apple. Even though he knew that, you know, he wasn't supposed to do it. With all the sense in the world, perfect sense in the world. He knew he wasn't supposed to do it. He still did it. So like I say, even though there's claims of perfection, we still imperfected. We're imperfect. And so that's why I say, when you see a bad broad, man, hey, go shoot your shot. If you see a bad broad, don't ever be intimidated. Shoot your shot. Eve was the perfect woman and got game. Now, I need to know more about this Lilith. I've heard the Lilith thing here and there, and that's something I might definitely have to look into. But like I say, I'm not, you know, we'll have to have this conversation on a different channel. We gonna keep it sports. This is like a Kush Den conversation, and I'm thinking about doing one of these other channels because I want to start talking. I want to kind of start capping on some of these celebrities and the dumb shit they do. But I don't want to be a celebrity talking person. I like fucking with what I like, but at the same time, I just be seeing some of this stupid shit, and I be wanting to talk about that shit. I think J.J. Watt is going to be solid. I'm not going to instantly give him, you know, back defensive player. Your little brother might try to get it from you. Talk about TJ. But we'll see. We'll see exactly what's up. I think Watt's going to be fine. I'm not worried about him. Yeah, so exactly. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I keep it here and there. Dante Foreman doing the South Side. Now, if we want to talk about some things, let's talk about who had the better dance the other evening, and it was definitely Deontay Foreman. I don't know what that Millie Rock sheet, that shit there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't Millie Rocket. You know what I'm saying? I'm old. You know what I'm saying? I done the South Side. I can't Millie Rock. I ain't coordinated like that shit, doing all that shit, being caught a crap and shit. You know what I'm saying? But talk about Orlando, the first video. What Orlando Brown did. Orlando Brown, that's and that's part of the problem. I don't be knowing. I like no celebrity faces, but I'm horrible with names. I thought what's his name? Matt Damon and the other dude were like the same person for the longest time. What's the other dude's fucking name? For the longest time, I had to like get into the Bourne Supremacy before I was able to start telling the difference. But exactly, man. This is what I'm saying. What we saw good defense the other night against the Patriots. You know, even against the ones, you know, even with Brady, even though he kind of came back and did his thing. I don't care. That I went back and looked at it. I wouldn't say it was because of what did they say, that he didn't have control of the ball on that interception. How it looked like to me like that other foot didn't get all the way quite in. So I don't know exactly if that was it or what they were calling control or whatever. But still, great play. I'm liking Foreman, but what I would like to see, even the same thing with Watson, is like this third preseason game. I'd like to see them go against the ones, because what I've noticed is that he's not really getting that starter time. You know what I'm saying? He's coming in. We're talking about Blue, Miller, Irvin. All these guys are getting in first, and then you're seeing some PT from Foreman. That's what I'd like to see him do it against the ones. And I'm not saying that I don't think he can do it. I just want to see it, because, like I say, he's looking good. Yeah. Now look, and that's what I mentioned that too. Is some people who they're not good at practice, like, you know. But when the lights come on, you know, they the truth. Sometimes, you know, they like those bright lights. You know, they don't want to do it just for fun. You know, but when it counts is what it. I also agree with that about the Blake Bortles thing. Because the Jags, that's what I say. That's why I'm not concerned, because they can go add all the talent that they want to. You still got old buddy operating at quarterback, and that's your most important position. You didn't make an upgrade there. So nah, yeah, I'm not gonna sauce a lot now because I was actually gonna keep it a short sauce. I gotta do some yoga. Don't judge me. I'm getting old. Alfred Blue said it was working for him, so yeah, I'm gonna do me some. I'll get back into it. I tried it a while back, but you know, I didn't stay committed. But I got to get myself back in shape. So I'm definitely, like, seriously though, because the fucking with the sauce and Sauce Nation, you know what I'm saying? I'm motivated to get myself back in. Now I'm not gonna say playing shape because I ain't finna play ball no more. But but I'm finna get tightened up. Hey, I'm telling y'all. Look, I'm telling y'all now. I'm not saying I'm finna do BBW. Hey, Diamond Dallas Page had that good yoga, but no, seriously, it was actually a video I saw about a dude. He was a paratrooper, and his and hey, look, now I might have some BBW action. You can never deny no BBW action, but it was a dude. He was like a paratrooper, and he was like injured, couldn't walk, and he started doing that DDP yoga, and you know, over the course of certain months, he got to the point where he could run again, didn't need the crutches. And like I said, I ain't that bad off, but I definitely want. I see if it's working for it's working for Blue, so maybe I need to do me some too. But now I'm telling you, look, hey, y'all do that motherfucking yoga. Them hoes love that shit. That's a honcho tip. But no, back to the real shit. Yeah, Blake Bortles is, like I say, he's in a bad situation. The Jags are, like I say, the Jags and the Jags, and who else was I thinking about? They're just horrible. The Jags and the Browns. Those are places where careers go to die. You know what I'm saying? You say you do ballet for football. That's what I'm telling you. I mean, like serious stuff like that, man. Man, I'm telling you, man. You know, it's crazy things, and it's not. It don't be the most manly shit. Because I trust me, way back to nigga, please, you don't know motherfucking yoga. Yeah, I hear about this boycott of the NFL because of the Kaepernick thing. I'm gonna be honest. My Texas, that ain't got nothing to do with my Texas. Like, I want Kaepernick to have a job, and I think he's better than a lot of people. But I'm not finna, you know, we got some action going on, so I'm not finna, hell no, fuck the tutu. But, you know, we got some action going on in Texas. I'm not boycotting nothing. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, the 27th. I'm gonna do a video for that. I ain't gonna get a prediction live. Like I said, we get closer to the whatchamacallit. Yeah, man. Look, hey, look. I'm telling you, hey, that's how I look. That's how I learned how to move them linemen when I was young, fucking with them BBW. Bit, flip her over, get her right. Look, it's y'all some youngsters on there. Some of y'all, it's y'all bedtime. Y'all don't need to be listening to that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, dog. Like, you got to try some new things. Get out of your element. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't think it would be an issue. Like I said, I don't think Cap would. I don't think anywhere he goes, he's gonna try to do what he did last year, because he's already admitted saying he's not gonna do that. You know, he's not going to really take the stance and all those other things. But I'm telling you, man, when that pocketbook start getting hit, you start changing your mind. And what I'm saying though is, I'm not knocking him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got to stand for something. You know what I mean? Or you going to fall for anything. That's the saying. We already know how that goes. But at the same time, if you want to be a part of a certain society, a certain elite group of people, and you know how that goes, and you may have to make some moral decisions versus your financial decisions. And what's going to be more important? You know what I mean? Those are things that you got to think about. Yeah, he gonna be over there army crawling, bear crawling during the anthem, fucking it up. But like I said, I do not fuck with Cap because he's a man of his word. And with a lot of these same people who hating on him and talking about this, the man went and donated full game checks to the things that he believed in, went out in the community and did those things. So yeah, absolutely. If you gonna stand behind your word, you stand behind your word, and I definitely support that. And I support his cause. You know what I'm saying? I understand. You're like, trust me, I see it every day. But at the same time, I'm not going to get behind everybody that get killed by the police. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes these situations can be dangerous. Don't trust me. Trust me. I got a background. I got some history, and I ain't never too far out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that shit no more. But, you know, people will test you and do shit like that. I try not to be an angry person or anything like that. So I try to minimize my involvement with the police. But I was watching some shit the other day, man. Being a policeman is a tough job, but at the same time, you sign up for that shit. But it was a guy. He had a body cam on, and he's walking up to a young dude out the hood, You look like some characters I kick it with. And basically, old buddy on the phone, you know, whoop, whoop, whoop. He just talking on the phone, and the lawman, hey, get your hand out your pocket. He got, you know, one hand in the pocket and the other one on the phone. He just looked like, hey, get your hand out your pocket. Hey, get your hand out your pocket. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm talking about old buddy ain't say nothing. He pulled that thing and started popping on his ass. You know what I'm saying? He got hit. The cop thought he was for to die. He called the dispatcher, you know, tell my family, you know, I love him and all this other stuff. And it puts things in perspective, you know. Like I said, you have to deal with that. There they go, that boy Hopkins. Nah, don't gangbang. Nah, I ain't with none of that shit. You know, I was young and stupid, hung out with a bunch of hard heads and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say that I don't associate. I don't have partners that still, you know, like that. I ain't finna, yeah. And like I say, so what I'm saying is that you got to be careful. But, you know, as far as certain things in that situation, you know, like I say, it's a dangerous job, but also at the same time, you choose to put yourself in that situation. So, no, I don't gangbang. I ain't affiliated with none of that dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? I didn't had, like I say, yeah, but at the same time, that don't mean that you go and you treat each and every person like that. But, so like I say, yeah, I was talking about capping this perspective. So I see it, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. Like, most of this shit, it is fucked up, you know, and I feel like it could be handled differently. But at the same time, I look at that situation. That's an instant situation where he was trying to handle it in an amicable way. And shit, he almost lost his life. So, you know, it's a fine line, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I'm not a policeman. I'm not none of that stuff. But if I come across the same type of dudes doing that same shit, I'm gonna handle mine. Like, that's just, you got to, because you know. And I'm not trying to turn this into a whole thing. I was stream warrior. I got to pay my stream warrior thing too. Look, I forgot all my shit. So I forgot about my street war shit. But man, I keep seeing it. I've seen it. I have not watched. I promise. Here's the deal. I promise. After I do the yoga, I'm gonna watch some Eat the Pussy. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I promise. I'm gonna check it out. Like I said, I've been slacking. I definitely been slacking. Look, I got bills and stuff to pay. Look, I can't lie. I fucked around this weekend and definitely got under control. And I had to, man, look, let me tell y'all something. Okay, about 6 years ago, caught a case. And so this is why I made, you know, great changes along the way. I'm finna tell y'all this little boring story. 6 years ago, caught a case. Caught a felony charge. And I was on papers having to deal with that. And trying to get a gig. And so, like I said, I swallowed my pride and did some shit that I said I would never, ever do, even from young. And I took my happy ass to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Because, look, hey, you can hit the Mickey D's or you can go hit them cages. So I've been working at the Mickey D's, and somebody came through asking about that motherfucking McGangbang. Like, one of the first days I was like, what the fuck is that shit? And the people who worked there was getting mad, looking like they was getting mad about that shit. I thought the shit was funny as shit. I think it was like the two chickens with the with like one of, I forgot, like one of the beef patties in the middle or something crazy. But I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. So the McGangbang will definitely upset McDonald's workers. I'm gonna learn how to speak English. Will definitely upset McDonald's workers, and you know what I'm saying. But I find that shit fun. I don't take none of that shit too serious. But yeah. So yes, I'm familiar with the McGangbang. So that shit is just off the wall, man. Look, but I'm telling you this though. One, McDonald's changed my life. Okay, this is some off the wall shit. This may sound crazy, and I said I was gonna keep it a short sauce, but I'm gonna talk a little bit more sports here. McDonald's changed my life because, like I say, man, the way you see me right now, I was not a social person. I was probably about what am I now? I was probably about 70 pounds heavier than what I am right now. Like I say, not the friendliest person. Like I say, especially coming out, catching the case, having to fight that charge, you know, and some other shit, and just a bunch of stuff was going on. And so they put me in the drive-thru, which I thought was like was the worst shit ever. I'm like, man, I'm not a social person. I don't want to fuck with none of these customers, man. Put me on the fries or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And man, they fuck around and put me in the drive-thru. So I start finessing in the drive-thru. I just be there talking, saying crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And the people started liking it. You know what I mean? Like, they started liking it. So it made me start to think differently about myself. You know what I'm saying? Really think like, so, you know, maybe I might be a little bit more social than I thought I was. I may actually have a little bit of personality or something. And so, like I say, what's the motherfucking deal, everybody who came and joined? If I ain't holler at y'all, what's the motherfucking deal, Berkeley? And I know a couple of more folks that came in and I didn't miss y'all, but man, we gonna talk about that too. Man, like I say, this is stuff I got to talk about on the Kush deal. We going way too far, but I'm just telling you, like McDonald's, like I say, it did actually have some good benefits to me. You know what I'm saying? It did. And I never thought I would say such a thing, but if it probably wasn't for McDonald's, I wouldn't be here talking to y'all now. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know, life has a lot of twists and turns, but but I'm telling you, man, for real, on some real shit. Like I say, because I was in a situation where I was fucking up, doing some dumb shit. And like I say, got jammed up, had to deal with that. Fortunately, things fell in my favor slightly. And so, you know, you got choices, man. If ain't nobody else trying to hire you, you know, I could go back to doing what I was doing. And yeah, I could have done that. That wasn't nothing. But I made a promise to somebody. You know, they asked me, you know, hey, man, stop. You know, you're an intelligent dude. You got all the talents in the world. You just don't realize it. Just stop and do something different. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I made him a promise that I would. You know what I'm saying? And shit. Man, hey, man, look, I feel you on the disrespect to McDonald's. Just don't come through my live with that bullshit. Cause shit, I used to be ready to jump out the window on the motherfucker. But that'd be the main thing they would ask. Well, you look like you play football. I know you played football somewhere. I know you did it. And the embarrassing thing, though, let me tell y'all. Like I say, man, I had to learn to swallow my pride. I used to be real prideful, a bunch of just dumb shit. I used to be in the gifted and talented classes. And everybody else that I was in those classes with has gone on to be pretty successful in their lives. I was the only black dude in those classes. Somehow I still ended up selling dope and doing all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? But my teacher from one of those classes, and this is like one of the ladies who was like, when I was young, used to be one of my biggest cheerleaders, trying to get me to be more positive about shit. When she pulled through that drive-through, man, you know, I'm telling y'all don't know how embarrassed I was. That was like the only time I saw old school classmates. She didn't give a fuck about them. But just because she used to tell me, you know, you could be so much better. I got a number and stuff after that. Hopefully she don't watch none of my videos, so I might still try to smash. But anyway, yes, what's the motherfucking deal? Let me take your order. Do you want those motherfucking fries, motherfucking supersized? Nah. But yeah, like, hey, I'm trying to knock that down in high school. Here's the funny thing, because she was like my junior high teacher, ended up showing up as my senior year before I got out of high school, and then see my ass at McDonald's. I think she divorced though, so we gonna see. We gonna see what's what. Now, like I said, everybody at that McDonald's liked me except for the owner, because I used to dog his ass. Like, didn't give a fuck. I was cool with everybody. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to do some more stuff. I didn't went far left field. We talk about some other shit. But yeah, like I said, the owner didn't like me because like he used to do these little surprise pull throughs through the drive through. And this motherfucker would come to my window, I'd mug his motherfucking ass, wouldn't say shit to his ass. Nah, she was average size. She was thick Latina. What's the motherfucking, damn, I forgot teacher in Spanish. God damn it. I used to, like I say, my Spanish dusty. Got fired for a nugget, man. I'm telling you, look, you just gotta make the best of things, man. Because like I say, I'd rather be fucking working at McDonald's than fucking around in prison, shit, cleaning up, doing that dumb shit. So like I say, you gotta when life hands you lemons, make some fucking lemonade. But let's talk some sports before I get up out of here. We was talking about the Kyrie trade earlier, and man, hey. Look, I had a maestra. Yes, I couldn't. Man, I don't know what I was thinking of. Man, here's the thing. Yeah, I wanted to smash by a teacher. Yeah, this is what the Kush did for. But I've been on that height. I'm gonna tighten up this week. I said I was gonna do one. I got way too under control this week. I know y'all can see it on some of the stream. My eyes was Chinese. Couldn't see. I went back and watched those streams. I was like, what the fuck? What I was doing. Man, look, and see, that's my thing. Like right now, I'm cool. I'm a cool person, though. Like I try to be a real cool, real laid back person. You know, I've been to county a couple of times. You know, it is what it is. But when you, like I say, I'm a gruesa. I'm gonna have to check that up. I get real angry. You gotta be honest. Like motherfuckers will test you, dog. like I said, don't ever go into jail or going over trying to play hard. Don't ever do it. If it's not you, don't play hard. Don't be who you are. You know what I'm saying? Be who you are. Don't try to play no role, because a motherfucker will test you. This is just some little Houston, Harris County advice. If you ever have to end up in there, don't go in there, motherfucker, trying to be something you're not. Man, just go do you, do what you got to do, and get up out of that hole. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. I mean, it is what it is. That's just it. It is what it is, man. Because you're tired of being. No, I really believe, Joe. Let's get back to the sports talk. I really believe that that Tom is going to be the guy. Like I say, Watson is definitely waiting in the wings, and he's going to eventually take that role. But right now, I just think as far as making all the necessary throws, Tom is a little bit more on point. He's just holding the ball a little bit too long. I'd like to see him come off the ball a little bit quicker. But like I say, the more time that Watson gets to develop, the happier I am. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the jail is shitty, dog. The cops treat you like shit. Like, certain shit I'm not going to say. But, yeah, sometimes it's a couple of motherfuckers. If I ever caught them in the free, it'd be a whole different story. It's a lot of them motherfuckers, man. I'm telling you, it's a lot of them people, them COs and shit like that. They play real tough in the jail. They play real hard because they know, they got all the backup and stuff in the world. Really be real soft people in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not no gangster. I'm not no, you know what I'm saying? I'm not none of that, dog. But them motherfuckers treat you like less than human beings. You know what I'm saying? And me knowing me, and like, cause I be in there eyeballing, like 99.9% of them motherfuckers don't want these problems. But they talk crazy because they know they just, all that other stuff. And that's what I don't like. That's the thing I don't like, man. Look, you can be respectful. You can, do your job. But I know at the same time, there's some niggas in there too, though. There's some niggas in there that make you act like that. So, man, Jake, it's super funny that you said that. We used to have a fine ass fucking substitute that used to come through. And I remember one time we went to this little festival. And her ass was there. She was drunk. Well, but you can't. That's what you get for bringing sand to the beach. So I couldn't do because I had somebody, with me. So that was unfortunate. But substitute teachers are cool because they not like real teachers, but they kind of like real teachers. But it's fair game. Anyway, yeah, for the Oilers, not the Titans, and so I find myself in a bit of a conundrum. Sometimes with that, because like I say, I try to classify all things, because they took those records with them to Tennessee and all that other shit. So I really try to minimize the Oiler talk because I consider a lot of that Tennessee, even though this shit, happened. Hey, you got to, I'm telling y'all, shoot your shot, okay? Because like we was talking about earlier, if Eve was supposed to be the perfect woman, then look, she got that game right on her, you could win. Look, trust me. Oh, man. But, yeah, I saw a lot of Foreman talk. Man, I think Foreman's going to be solid. Yeah, they haven't been giving him a lot of love. They've been talking about everybody else, busted ass, Fournette and shit like that. Man, the Kappa back in the day. If I could find some videos. I'm talking about, that let you know how old I'm talking about actual video tapes. But, with the little ones, not the big VCR tapes, man. Man, shoot. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, you got to. Because you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how many females was actually with the shit and you just never shot the man. And then, like I said, this before we get up out of here, I'm going to talk about this. It was a chick we actually even talked in junior high, kind of, sort of. Later on, I've seen her a few years later. Now she got some kids, but she filled out and got right. And she told me, she's like, man, I used to really like you. I wanted you to be my friend. I was like, why didn't you say so? I had a man. Anyway, that I probably would have had a kid. I ain't got no kids now, but I probably would have back then. Anyway, yeah, it is, what I'm saying, old hard feelings. And so I think that's why you get, that's why you got a lot of folks that don't care for him. And then a lot of that is on Bud Adams because of the way he took the team from the city. You know what I mean? And so I think a lot of that has to do with it. So, yeah, so, it is. it's a lot of old memories, a lot of old stains still on there. But here's my thing: the Ezekiel Elliott sex accuser. If she dropping a sex tape to make it public, all this other shit, this bitch is in it. Is just in it for the fame, and that's what a lot of that's why I say a lot of these guys, like I say, if you're talented, you go to college playing ball and shit like that, man, be very careful. And we talk about scandalous women, we talk about scandalous people, because the people are, it's the type of character that you are. But these girls are way smarter than you think. They know when, they know if you got talent. They have the leverage because they can play dumb and act like you're not an athlete. And, and like they don't know and they just like you for you. Man, these hoes be knowing. That's why they've had terms called cleat chasers and things like that. I'm telling you, look, when I played, my school wasn't on the map. I wasn't doing anything, but like I didn't even tell people I played ball. Excuse me, I didn't even let people know that. You know what I'm saying? They just, sometimes they would happen to come across. I ain't never try to use that as a way to get some draws. I like doing shit on the strength of myself. You know what I'm saying? And so they know. And the ones that did some shit that really knew, I'm telling you, you would not know these. You see these girls in class, you wouldn't believe the things that they was doing. After class, at night, before class, and shit coming through the dorm before. Man, I'm telling you. I used to have a collection, okay? But it is what it is. So we ain't even gonna trip on that. That boy Shaq Kush in the mix already. There go my boy, you know what I'm saying? That dude Shaq Kush does not stay woke. Okay, he is the opposite of Childish Gambino. All right. But yeah, that would be cool. The other foreman, that's the brother. And that's what amazes me too. You got some guys, they're twins or whatever, or brothers. And man, look, my old lady know what it is. Look, that's the thing. Like, I'm gonna tell her straight up and let her know how it is. Shaq Kush used to come fuck with me out there. Shit, even when I had a little apartment on the south side. Man, but so. Like I say, man, they got nasty. Look, Shaq Kush threw back into some old memories, man. I forgot, but yeah, look, I'm keep it real. Like that's the thing, man. You keep it 100 with a broad. You tell her how it is straight up. They will love you that much more. You know what I'm saying? If you try to be with the, oh baby, this, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of dude. Man, be straight up. You know what I mean? Like I say, shit, you just got to keep it 100. They gonna fuck with you. I mean, more so than, you know what I'm saying? More so than trying to run game and all that, man. Being just straight up will get you more love than anything. Just keeping it real. If you can make a broad laugh, that's where you win. That's all. It's like if you can make a female laugh, that's like a magic power, dog. That's all you need. But that dude James Harrison is a monster. But Foreman, I do think Foreman's gonna show up. Foreman's gonna shine. I'm still just trying to figure out what it is that has Irvin and getting some shine ahead of it, and Blue getting some shine ahead of it. But I think with Blue, I think they're trying to maybe showcase. Maybe they might try to get some value for him and see if they can get off a trade on him. Man, I have a P.O. box. I do have a P.O. box. I just never, ever use it. Like, matter of fact, I just paid for that motherfucker, last week? Had to renew it every 3 months or whatever. So, yeah, if you want, I'll post it up. I hardly ever go by this way, out the way. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep shit, separate. I don't ever be in one spot too much. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to be a legitimate businessman. Trying to be a Ed Enron one day. Nah, I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to scam nobody, but if I can make that Enron money, that would be great. But yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, just like I say, yeah, man, you can listen to all these gurus about dating and all that shit. Look, man, be yourself. And if you can make a female laugh, that's all that counts, man. And that's all you need. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that dude Harrison is a monster. But what I was gonna say though about when all the things on Foreman is his brother's a receiver, and there was a lot of questions about him being able to catch coming out the backfield. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's the media, I think, that confuses these people. And man, I just seen some of the worst looking people. I ain't trying to just go out and judge dudes, but like, there's no homo. You could tell a motherfucker that's funny looking, or a funny looking motherfucker when you see one. And motherfuckers have some bad bitches, and they don't be rich. And there be some folks I know that ain't breaking bread. Now a lot of them do break bread. Don't you know what I'm saying, get it twisted. But definitely. So what do I think of women's football? I like it. If it's the lingerie league, I know they try to change to the Legends League, but I like it for two reasons. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. One, the visual appeal, of course, absolutely. And two, them hoes be playing some fucking ball, dog. I'm telling you, they be playing some ball. Say, man, why I gotta be funny, man? That dude Shaq Kush, dog. That dude be hating, dog. I'm gonna start telling Shaq Kush stories up at this motherfucker, man. That's what I'm gonna start doing. That's what we gonna do. We gonna start telling Shaq Kush stories. That's what I'm saying though. But see, if I'm ugly and I'm still getting hoes, I'm trying to give y'all advice. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. If I can do it, y'all can do it. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, fuck Shaq Kush. That motherfucker ain't shit. But women's football is pretty dope because them hoes really be out there playing like they be getting into it. You know what I'm saying? And they know they shit. Now, athletically it's not the same shit, but them hoes be out there hitting. The visual appeal is great. So I can't complain about none of that shit, man. I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't watch it if they put in normal uniforms. I just seen like a clip today of some women practicing and they were wearing like full uniforms. That shit was not interesting. I'd rather go watch some junior high football on the cool. So definitely got to keep the visual appeal to keep the interest. You know what I mean? And I'd watch the WNBA game if they played some brawls and draws. Shit. Even though I know all of them dyking, I mean, it would be much more interesting. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely check that out. Homestead great, all black baseball team in the Mexican League. I didn't even know they had a league out here. I'm gonna have to definitely check that out, man. I'd definitely be interested in going and check that out. There's a Mexican League. I'm gonna have to check that shit out. Yeah. Excuse me. Like I say, because I know there was a lot of talk about Foreman having that foot injury. And so I know that a lot of people thought his stock went down. So I don't know. Would you rather play for North Shore or play for Dallas? Well, if we talking North Shore or Dallas, I never want to play for Dallas ever. But we talking about professional. We talking about high school. We talking about paychecks. And we talking about respect, I guess. So I mean, I'd have played for North Shore. I almost ended up going to North Shore. Like if I'd have known more about North Shore beforehand, because my tea lady wanted to move to that area, and we were about to. I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool here. I got friends here and shit, and you know what I'm saying? About to make the team, all that good shit. Man, if I'd have knew better, I'd have bounced. I'd have been, look, hey, I'm on number one in state and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about that, though, is I probably might not have got a lot of shine because there was, like I said, there's a lot of talent on those teams. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of talent on those teams. Man, hey, look, we're going to be rooting for you. Definitely got to get you some sacks. You got to let us know. Like, that's what I want to be able to do. What's the motherfucking deal, White Persuasion? And if y'all don't know, like I say, thank you to White Persuasion for the background. Man, like I said, if y'all got some high school clips of, like I say, local shit, man, shoot that shit to me. I will definitely put some sauce on that shit. I need to start looking around and see, who got some good games going on, some high school games, maybe be able to go out and do some live sauce on the scene type shit is what I would eventually like to be able to do. Man, that dude, Shaquille Cushington, dog. I'm not talking to that dude no more. He's a traitor. That dude, the ballast. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say no more. All I'm saying is the ballast. Shaq Kush know what I'm talking about. Fuck Shaq Kush and fuck the ballast, the Dallas ballast. But yeah, man. So What else did we cover? We talked about Kyrie going to Boston, which I think is a lose for him. Cavs win on that because, like I say, you getting Isaiah Thomas, who I think is I'm not going to say is every bit as good as Kyrie, but he can carry a team to me better than Kyrie could carry a team. A big fax machine. So I think LeBron and Cleveland won over that. Probably luxury over sports car because, you know what I'm saying, I'm a taller dude and sports cars I got into an 84 Corvette not that long ago. And I think it was supposed to be something special about it. It's supposed to have like one of them the limited crossfire engines. Like I said, I'm not a car dude or nothing like that. That shit was the most uncomfortable vehicle I have ever gotten in. You know what I'm saying? Ike Taylor got some. Okay, I'm gonna have to definitely check that out. I want to see. Did we play Ike Taylor? No, we played. Who did we play? We played like Elsick, Eisenhower. Who else did we play? We played a country. Like I say, we played. Like I say, I'm not trying to give y'all all sauce because, like I say, I may use that as a question for a giveaway or something one day. Man, fuck Shaq Kush and the ballast, babe. But yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Kyrie's not a guy. He's not a big dog like that. You know what I'm saying? He's good, very talented guy. I'm telling you, that dude, Daddy, always have me laughing. But man, I got a story. So one time, and I'm gonna tell this story, and I'm gonna get up out of here for the high school football players and for some of those. Because I said I was only gonna do like half an hour, so already 50-something minutes. Shaq Kush used to give me a ride home from school. You know what I'm saying? He had the big link dog, you know what I'm saying? And it was me and one of my other homeboys. Now, I was fairly talented, so I got treated some special treatment, you know what I'm saying, on the team occasionally. And something happened. And I think I mooned Shaq Kush. I put my ass cheeks on his car window. Something he did. Like, I mean, I planted it all out there. I mean, just black ass on the window, blackout, looking like 5% tint type shit going on, okay? So now, with that being said, so he knows what's going on, this dude take off, and I'm on the car, like on the hood of the car, and he swinging and shit. It's just like this little side road on the side of the street. Because it's like we do off the wall shit, you know, fucking with each other. This high school shit, you know what I'm saying? We used to also play this game called Twinkie, which I'm sure some people probably have testicular cancer because of now. But anyway, so my position coach saw Shaq Kush driving down the street with me on the car. Dude damn near ran up and tried to snatch Mr. Cushington out the vehicle. Like, start yelling at him. I mean, going in. Not me for being the dumbass who jumped on the car acting crazy. Like, this is me doing the shit. I'm really the antagonizer here. Went in. I'm going to tell y'all about the Twinkie because I started, so I definitely got to mention that shit. And so I'm the antagonizer here. Like, but he didn't say shit to me. Was going, what the hell? You trying to kill our star player? And this did, I mean, just going in. I mean, that shit was hilarious. Funny. I mean, it's just, it's funny. Like I say, I want to be able to better tell stories. There's just certain things. No, we didn't steal no car. It was his car. I was fucking with him because he did something. I don't know if he tried to act like he was going to run me over, do something. You know, niggas in high school just being dumb. But that's awful. Put the ass cheeks in front of the AC. That's awful. But nah, so anyway, so that shit happened. But it was just super funny because, like I said, he got yelled at, got in trouble for that shit, and nothing happened to me, and I thought that was great. But for and to this day, Shaq Kush hates that guy. Like, just hates his gut. That dude was cool to me. Shit, took me on my flights to some of my official visits and shit. Man, I want to tell a story about something I saw with that coach. But you know what? I'm going to tell that story, man, because fuck the dude that it happened to. We went to go help out somebody, and it was a guy who actually played on the team, and the coach was good friends with the family and shit. Man, we went to. I can't say too much. If I say too much, then somebody gonna find this and go, hey, then I might probably have to beat the dude up because he gonna be bad. But his tea lady, we were helping him move some stuff and some shit like that. Man, she did something. I don't know if she's bending over to pick something up or whatever happened. All I know is we retreated to a visual. Because I know I saw it. I know he saw it. Because I asked him whatever we left. I'm like, you see, he's like, boy, if that wasn't my partner wife, shit, that ain't no people to be. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you what else she was. Because then, you'll know exactly what it is. But he was cool to be. But like I say, Shaq Kush hated him. But for y'all who was asking, the Twinkie was this game we used to play where you basically protect your nuts. Because if you were walking around and you'd be minding your own business, motherfucker come out of nowhere and just bow, flick you in your shit. And I mean, that shit, you know the feel. If you ever been hitting the nuts, you know the feel. It starts off in the balls and it slowly creeps up until it gets into that stomach area. You just start curling over in pain, and it's just too painful to do anything reasonable. So that was this game, and this went on for several years. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I want some Popeye. That's a Popeye sound. It's Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? And that used to be the thing. Though, you walk by, hit him in the Twinkie, and that would be the fucking thing. So, man, basically, I mean, it wasn't just random. It was people because if you punch somebody random, you got to take all the problems that come with that. Man, that's what I'm saying. That dude, you know what I'm saying. After games when you used to have to shake hands and be what's that shit? Show sportsmanship. This dude would be back here. Oh shit, y'all kept score. Goddamn, what's the motherfucking deal, Lane? Man, see, look, let me go pay this little $5 to this thing. I forgot all about this shit. Now they trying to advertise all over my shit, man. But yeah, so with that being said, that's what I say. It's been a while. Well, you see, it's been more than 8 years. Let's see what it's. I've been out of school for too long. I ain't even gonna talk about how long I've been out. 16 tenders for $15. Damn. What you talk about? A Raising Cane's? Yeah, I'm telling you, look, Shaq Kush used to be doing that shit to other players from random teams, like just cuz, and the motherfuckers get mad. Nah, as a celebration, what did I do? I had a couple of celebrations. I used to so-called try to dance on the field. That definitely wasn't working. I used to do the hooker. I don't know if y'all remember that. That was a short-lived little dance. And one of those Houston controversies, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just sitting, I got me down memory lane. I need to do a Kush den, but I'm not gonna do it tonight. But maybe this weekend, definitely this weekend, because we got a game this weekend. We got the Mayweather-McGregor fight this weekend, man. And the more I watch that, though, here's my one thing before I get out of here on that. The more I watch that Mayweather-McGregor thing, I know a lot of people feel, like Paulie Malignaggi got beat up. And I was just thinking about some stuff, just really, really thinking about it. And I feel like Paulie Malignaggi is a straight up dude. Like I say, I did not like him at all before any of this stuff that went down. But just watching him, the way he speaks and his character, he seems like a straight up guy. And I think if he's saying he's saying what he's saying, I don't think it's gonna be too much work for Mayweather. And the reason why I feel like that, because as a sparring guy, you coming into the camp trying to what's the bet? We got us some new flavor. The Kush Den is some vids, and sometimes we stream. I need to do a stream on it. I want to do another stream. We did a one-time stream on the Kush Den. It was dope. But what I'm saying about Paulie Malignaggi is I feel like he tried to be his best character as he could until shit started getting released. And then, you notice you kind of just started to see a shift in him. But I don't know. I think he's a stand-up dude. I think he's being pretty honest about what's going on. I'd like to see the straight-up tape. That's the thing I'm waiting for. Like, I almost don't even care about the fight itself. I want to know the truth as to what happened in the camp. Like, I'm not so concerned. Everything that's going to play out on Saturday is going to play out. But I want to see what really happened in camp. because that's what I'd rather see a fight at this point between Malignaggi and McGregor, because there's actually some bad blood there and shit. I used to call that shit nut check. Man, at this point, if they were to fight again, if we're talking about Canelo and Mayweather, I think Canelo wins it. But that, you know what I'm saying? We talking Canelo GGG, I think I'm going with Canelo. We talking about Floyd and McGregor, I'm going with Floyd. But like I said, it's been a few good fights. It's a few good fights in a row. Like I say, after this, 2-3 weeks, you got that Canelo GG, and I'm surprised that, you know, this spectacle is taking over that. But yeah, Canelo in line. He lined him up. And here's the thing that I'm telling you. The subscribe noise scared you. Here's the thing that I'm telling you about Canelo, though. Fighting Mayweather was the best thing that could have happened to him. Oh, Ed Honcho every time. 10 times out of 10. 11 times out of 10, Ed Honcho wins. Now, if we talking Madden, then maybe Shakur's got it. That's about it, because he's a Madden head. And, you know, I got a lot of work to put in on that. Man, I'm telling y'all, like I like Triple G, but what I saw from Danny Jacobs, I don't know if he just wasn't into it. I don't know if he was just trying to get through the fight or what. But I'm just I'm thinking Canelo. With Canelo, just looks like he's in better shape right now. It just looks like he got something to prove. I'm not sure, so I think I'm gonna roll with Canelo on that one. But definitely excited to see what happens. Like I said, I was saying I wasn't gonna buy the fight, and then the old lady asked if we wanted to get it. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like I kind of don't want to pay for it because I don't think it's going to be good enough to pay for. So maybe I go out somewhere and watch it. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what's up. But with that being said, let me get up out of here because like I told y'all before, I got yoga to do. I appreciate everybody who fell through. Let's see. Madden, barbecue. I'll give you those two. You definitely don't want it in you definitely don't want it in Thumb War. That ain't what you want. In Duck Duck Goose, man, get out of here. I play Chicken Swan. I don't play that old shit. I do that high class shit. That dude Shakur. But that's my dog right there. If y'all don't know, that dude Shakur, that's my boy. If he ever start acting right and actually, you know, putting his channel together, I'm telling y'all, he's gonna have some very interesting shit. Some of the shit that he did sent me. Some of that shit he done sent me. And see, I didn't even realize it was out. See, look, I'm slipping. I'm thinking the 25th. I got to get that to my boy who won the Madden. I'm slipping. I'm thinking it was the 24th. What's the day? The 20. Damn. Yeah, it was one of those weekends. I had one of the weekends, man. You know, it was my best friend's birthday this weekend. You know, rest in peace to C. Vega. And so I just had a weekend. I definitely got a little too under control this weekend. And, I got to get that in order. I definitely let that affect me. But can't let that affect the sauce. So with that being said, man, I would get up out of here. Yeah, that's what I say. I told myself I was going to pre-order it late because, like I said, I got to give one to Big A because he won. And I was doing some other shit, and I'm like, I'm going to keep doing it. I kept putting it off. And so obviously now I got to wait till because I just had the 25th in my head for some fucking reason. So I got to go pick that up for my boy because, like I said, he won that. And maybe I can go ahead and deliver that to him. So outside of that though, like I say, man, I fuck with y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here, go do this yoga. I'm gonna start trying to do the live stream. I'm gonna start trying to do it daily. I'm gonna start trying to do maybe about 8:30. You know what I'm saying? So that way, you know, we can see some consistent stuff. Now, like I said, I like to see upset, but just logic and everything reasonable tells me that I just don't see Conor doing it. It's a different ball game. To see his game, what he's trying to do is, you know, use the intimidation and, you know, I could elbow him and I can do all this other stuff, but none of those rules apply in a boxing match. We're talking about boxing. You know, we can talk about fighting. We can talk about street fight and things like that too. And me personally, you know, everybody always talks about a street fight. I think a street fight favors a boxer more because think about it. If you ever got into a fight if you ever got into a fight, now, yeah, sometimes it's some long range shit, but it's not, you're not going to get into a fight with somebody, street fight with somebody at the distance that you have across an octagon or across a ring. If you get into a street fight with somebody, most likely it's going to be face to face and up close. And so my thing is thinking, once that switch flips, that, we finna have an altercation, and, I'm a boxer, I think that you have the advantage being a boxer because you're up close and close, that, you throw off a couple of strikes, depending on what your hand's like, you could drop somebody. I think you'll get that off faster than you'll decide, I'm not tripping. That's what I'm finna say too. Now, if that ain't what it is, a motherfucker put that foot upside your head, now you in a different situation. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I say, we'll have to see what's what. Like I say, my money, if I was a betting man, I'm putting my money on Mayweather. Actually, if you're a betting man, you want to put your money on Conor because that's going to be your greatest chance to win something. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's the thing, honestly, that's what I think that Conor's looking to do. Emulate the drunken boxer. That's what I think his plan is. Because a lot of shit he's saying, a lot of shit coming out of camp, it sounds like, similar shit to old Buddy. And the thing about that was why he was so good is because of he didn't have a pattern. And you have to, what I'm saying? That's the thing about Floyd is if you come in there and you have a pattern and you have a rhythm or whatever it is that you get into, once he sees that, once he reads that, it's over. The thing is, for McGregor to win, it has to be early. It has to be early. And if not, and you can say, they do the 5-minute rounds and, all those other things. It has to be early because if any signs of fatigue start to show, you're going to start reverting back to old habits. That's just a natural thing. So, that stance is going to get sloppy and shit like that. Yeah, but Floyd said he was going to party every night before the fight and do all kind of shit. But, yeah, I thought I was getting off too. I've been trying to get off, but y'all know how it goes, and I keep coming back. So, like I said, if for McGregor to win, it has to be early. It has to be within the first 2 rounds. If you don't pull it off in the first 2 rounds, his chances significantly decrease. All right. So, with that being said, I'm going to get up out of here. I know I've been saying I'm going to get up out of here. Probably like the last 20 minutes I've been saying this, but I'm serious. I appreciate each and every one of y'all who came through and showed some love. I appreciate all of y'all who've been fucking with the flavor, fucking with the sauce. Like I said, I'm trying to do this 8:30 every evening. You know what I'm saying? So that way, I'm trying to be more consistent so y'all know what to expect from me. So with that being said, I'm going to chug up the deuce, man. I'm going to get up out of here, get to stretching and doing the yogas and all that other shit. So with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all, Sauce Nation. I fuck with each and every one of y'all. I'm out.